Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Women's Football Show with me, Alex, and you, Jodie.
Jodie Ann.
We still don't actually have a name for the show, so Women's Football Show seems to work.
Babe, no!
We've got a lot to talk about today. The WSL hasn't started back yet, but there's been a lot going on. Let's start with transfer talk. There's been a lot of signings, which we'll discuss, but firstly...
I was right though, wasn't I?
Who do you think's had the best transfer window so far?
West Ham.
And what were you right about?
Katrina Gory.
Yeah, that's why you're happy that you think
No.
Won. I think it's between West Ham and Spurs for the best transfer window. Why did you just do this?
What I was thinking. That's how I think.
That's so Raven. I think we knew both. Well, West Ham needed to do some serious work.
I think they'll start now.
I hope they'll stay up now. They've got to, and that's what they've got on Bristol. That Christmas present I got you has been bent. Can you unbend it?
There we go.
Oh my god, it's Ben! Right, show it. Look at this I got for Jodie. It's case files, murder mystery.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Have a day off work, do work.
Yeah, so West Ham versus Spurs for best transfer window so far, but we're going to give it to West Ham, right?
Oh, babe, I don't support West Ham. I know you do, but
Yeah, I know.
not in a million years will you see me doing that.
I would say in women's football I'm pretty neutral, but I grab
reckon
a West Ham fan.
in women's football, you support Arsenal.
Shut up!
You do.
I don't.
I support
I told
Barcelona.
you to stop swearing on the podcast.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I'm very sorry.
You support Barcelona. I don't really support a team. I like what Arsenal do as a club.
I love Barcelona.
Let's start with Spurs. So before Christmas, they signed China midfielder Wang Shuang, who was excellent at the World Cup, wasn't she? So I think that is a massive, massive signing for Spurs. And then since Christmas, in 2K24,
Oh my god, babe, it's not a basketball game.
Spurs have signed another midfielder, Matilda Winberg, who comes from Swedish team Hammarby, which I think is a great signing for them. And they've also signed another Matilda,
Charlie
Grant, who we weren't sure she might go to West Ham, but she's gone to Spurs, fair play. Charlie Grant is a 22-year-old defender who joins from Swedish team Vitcho.
Swedes didn't want them this year then, did they?
No, they didn't. She has 23 caps for Australia. She didn't feature a huge amount in the World Cup, but yeah, she's an excellent young defender, and I think Spurs have done pretty well to get her.
But that's because Australia have a solid...
That's true. Defensive
That's the only
lineup.
reason.
Let's look at West Ham then. So West Ham's first big signing was US Women's National Team midfielder Christy Mewis to West Ham, which is mental, from Gotham. Bearing in mind they won the NWSL Championship this year. And she's really, really experienced. She's been in the US Women's National Team set up since like 2013. So she's got a wealth of experience. We've talked before about how junior West Ham side is.
She's been in the Women's National Team since 2013. She hasn't got that many caps.
She's got...
Considering that
I don't
time
know how many
period.
caps she's got. Yeah, fair enough. She doesn't always start, to be fair. She's had some injuries.
No. I mean, she came on and scored the penalty.
But she's still... Yeah, exactly. She's an experienced winner, and I think that's huge for West Ham. West Ham manager Rhiannon Skinner has obviously come from West Ham. She's brought across now Shalina Zadorsky, who's Canadian centre-back. Again, has experience, an older
She's
player.
come from Spurs.
She's come from Spurs on loan till the end of the season, which is massive. And then...
And then...
And
then...
And then possibly the biggest signing so far, mini Katrina Gory, another Matilda who was really, really experienced. You made a bold claim about her last time when we were talking about this rumour. Go on. Can you remember?
That she was one of the best players at the World Cup.
Yeah. You said if it wasn't for goals, etc., she would have been
control of play. No goals, no assists, on control of overall play, yeah.
Yeah.
But I did say a couple of months ago this was happening.
Yeah, you did.
And I don't have any inside sources.
Why did you think it was happening?
Can't tell you.
I can't remember. Did you ever
Don't know. Don't know, actually, is the answer.
So, Minnie is 31, right?
Yes, I think so. 31, 32.
And she's also made the move from Swedish side Vitcho. She comes with her daughter. It was so cute. In the West Ham announcement video, they were like, "We're signing Harper." Oh, it was so cute. But yeah, she features quite heavily in the Matilda's documentary on Disney Plus, so give that a watch. But yeah, I feel like this move is massive for her and even bigger for West Ham. Needs some experience, needs some control.
Are clearly making moves, which
they've got to stay up.
They do.
I don't think they've got a huge budget though.
No, they probably don't. But I think they can stay up now. They've bolstered.
What have you thought of West Ham this season so far?
Poor.
I feel like...
Do you know what I think it is? They've got no leader.
No,
on the
they don't.
pitch.
Yeah, well, Dagny, captain, obviously had a baby. She's
I know.
No, she's not had a baby yet, but she's on mat leave. But yeah, they lost Kate Longhurst in the summer as well, and she's been a big player at West Ham for a long time. I've seen in some games they've created chances, but they're not like clear cut where they've worked it through the thirds of play.
We saw in the last game me and you watched, they couldn't, the ball was like bloody pinball.
Yeah,
flying around.
they
and
can't
no one could
work
put
it
in.
forward as a team. They don't have a style of play
No.
at the moment, I would say. But I think
do you know what I think it is? They don't have one particular player that they can build the base around.
Yeah.
So like most teams will have like the player they'll build the base around. I don't think they have that. I think with Minnie and Christy Mewis, I think they might.
I'm excited to see them. Let's talk about Leicester quickly.
Right.
They're playing a lot better this season.
Let's talk about Leicester quickly.
Right, anyway. So Willie Kirk came in last year.
Willie.
Grow up. So Willie Kirk came in last year. Sorry, I think the dog wants to come in if you can hear that. No! And Leicester really improved last year once he came in, and this year they've got off to a much better start. They've just made 2 big signings. The first, as in the most recent, is Yuka Momiki. Sorry if I've butchered that. Japanese forward from Linköping FC, who joins her Japanese teammate, also from Linköping FC, who signed just before Christmas, Saori Takarada. So I'm excited to see those 2 link up. Sam Kerr has an ACL injury. On the Chelsea account, it says sustained an ACL injury and she'll need to come back for more assessment. But on the Matildas account, it says ACL rupture, which we already know is almost a year out. It'll be 10, 11 months, so she'll miss the Olympics.
When you texted me yesterday...
I felt rattled. I don't know her. She doesn't know me, and I still felt rattled.
We spoke about this on the phone, though, didn't we?
It's so sad.
Yesterday.
It's just like, it's funny, isn't it, with players? Like, you don't know them. Like, I don't know anything really about her.
But I said that to you about Alexia Putellas.
Yeah, I still like.
So last year at the Euros, we deliberately bought tickets to the Germany-Spain game so we could watch her. I really wanted to watch her. And then the day before, she'd done her ACL, and I was gutted.
Yeah.
One, because I couldn't see her play, and I was gutted because I knew she was going to be out for ages.
Yeah, like I'm sad for her.
Yeah, and I'm sad for Sam Kerr.
I think also
because she's done this before as well, and she struggled with it as well last time mentally.
So in 2011, she had her first ACL rupture, which meant she missed the London Olympics. In 2014, she had another knee injury, which almost kept her out of the 2015 Women's World Cup.
Yep.
And then a year later, she had a foot fracture, which almost made her miss the Olympics in Rio. And then obviously we know that last year she missed most of the home World Cup because of a calf injury, although she did come on and score an absolute banger against England. And yeah, I think as you get older, like maybe if you're a really young player, like you're obviously thinking about your career and the time you're going to spend out, but it's all the things outside of football as well. If you think Christy Mewis has just come over here, they've obviously just got engaged. Yeah, thank God she has. But they probably had plans to, like, we don't know if she was going to sign somewhere else in the summer. Yeah, it's all those other things that come with it.
Life.
Let's talk quickly about who could play in that number 9 role for Chelsea. So, I mean, there's 3 obvious options. Yeah, Aggie Jones, she's only 20. She can play on the wing. She can play in the number 9 role. She's come on in quite a few games this season. I think 5 games that she's come on and she's scored. She's got 5 goals in 167 games. That's 2.69 goals per 90 minutes.
5 goals in 167 games.
Sorry, 5...
She can't!
She scored 5 goals in 167 minutes. The only thing I say is that she's got less than 20 minutes in the Women's Champions League. So we've also got Mia Fischel. She's also only young, in her early 20s. But her stats, she scored 1 goal in 272 minutes. The other person to think about is Katrina Macario, who obviously signed in last summer. She's never played for Chelsea because she did her ACL in June 2023.
But you need to understand, have you watched her?
She's really good.
She's unbelievable.
So there are 7 players at Barcelona who still haven't extended their contracts, and they are Alexia Putellas,
La Reina!
Mariona Caldente, Asisa Ashola, Lucy Bronze, Sandra Panos and Marta Torrejon. I put up a TikTok about this and people were commenting saying Lucy Bronze back to the WSL. So people are saying that they think that Lucy Bronze and Asisa won't renew and they'll use that money to pay for Alexia Putellas. So where do you think Lucy Bronze might end up?
She can't... What's the point? No point going France.
No.
She won everything. There's no point going WSL. She's won everything.
Oh. NWSL.
USA. USA. She ain't been there.
Yeah.
Go on.
Who do you think she might sign for?
I don't know. Who's got the biggest budget? Do you know how much she
Gotham.
makes a year?
How much?
200 grand a year. Now, that's nothing compared to men.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
You know, men earn 4 times that in a week. The rumour is that she was offered a 3-year contract. She's now not. They've changed it to 2, but with the same price.
Okay. We need to wait and see if she'll accept it. I think she will stay at Barca. She's been at Barca forever. She came up through the academy. I think she'll always stay at Barcelona. Yeah, but they need to give her money's worth.
She's a brand in herself.
Yeah, she is.
What
about Oshwala?
She doesn't really feature much, which is odd.
She needs to go somewhere she's going to get more minutes.
Yeah.
Bayern?
I don't think she'll stay. She doesn't feature much at all. Even when she's fit, and she's a liability in terms of she's always got a niggle.
Let's talk about Gotham FC. They have made some incredible signings. They've got basically half the US women's national team. Yes. In the NWSL last year, they finished bottom, 11th, hard bottom. This year, they finished 6th, so they went into the playoffs, and they ended up winning the championship. They've now signed another 2 US women's national team players, which is just absolutely insane. So they've signed Rose Lavelle and Emily Sonnet, both fantastic players. Rose Lavelle is just absolute incredible midfielder, so creative, so technical.
Just watch her.
Yeah, she's so good, and she's hilarious.
Yeah, she's so
down to earth. Yeah, and they've signed Emily Sonnet, and they've already got Crystal Dunn, Lynn Williams, Kelly O'Hara, so it's just an absolutely insane lineup. They've also signed Tiana Davidson as well, another US women's national team player who was in the 2019 World Cup winning squad. We kind of didn't do this before Christmas, but I wanted to ask you what your highlight of 2023 was.
Obviously, I'm English.
Okay.
I think. I haven't done a DNA test. My favourite moment was Sam Kerr scoring against us, right? Because we get so much
Hey, what?
Yeah, I know. We get so much online. No one watches women's football, blah, blah. Did you see the reaction in the middle of Australia to her goal?
Oh, yeah.
If there was ever a moment for that whole tournament, it was that.
It was iconic. Yeah, you're right.
And it was such a good goal as well. Even you were there, obviously, but I was at home like...
Such a good goal.
And
bearing in mind she'd been injured, everyone was so gutted for her. She's skipper.
She's just come on and done that,
tournament, a home tournament, and she's come on and done that.
Against Millie Bright.
And you're right.
And Mary Earps.
And if you haven't seen the clip, it's really cool.
It is really cool.
Everyone's like, going mental.
It's just like...
Okay, that's interesting.
Actually, yeah, I got goosebumps.
And watching the Matildas documentary, you realise how big it was in Australia.
I was hoping, other than when they played us, I was hoping that they'd keep getting free kicks. But it was just nice to see a whole country be brought together by one moment.
My moment? Are you going to ask me? It's a bit rude.
Sir, what was your moment?
So I've kind of got it's one key thing, but there were 2 moments that I witnessed. And that thing is how well the underdog teams did at the World Cup. Colombia beating Germany 2-1.
I get 2 then.
Okay, we'll come back to you in a minute. I was behind the Colombia goal when
they
scored and won. Oh my god, it was so good.
I didn't see it on TikTok.
And the other one, similar, was Panama-France. So Panama scored a worldie free kick. We were in behind the dugouts with friends and family. The band were there, the Panama band, this is them playing the drums.
Oh, right.
And they just went mental. They ended up losing, I think it was 4-2 or 6-2 or something, but they literally didn't care. And Panama just had, and same with Colombia, they had no right to get that far. Same with South Africa, loads of these teams. And the belief, even though they don't have the best resources and things like that, their belief just got them through.
Champions League final.
All right.
Did you go to it?
Barcelona Wolfsburg, look at the scarves.
2-0 down.
Yes.
To win 3-2.
I was in the Wolfsburg end, went 2-0 up, buzzing. I go to get a drink, just about miss coming back from half time, about a minute late, and it's 2-2. I was like, what?
Patry.
Yeah, she's so good.
Unbelievable. But ain't in FIFA Pro 11, is she?
No.
What an absolute joke.
Panini have sent us some of the WSL sticker books. Finally got our hands on them. Right, let's... Wait, what? Right, I've got... half of Spurs.
I've got shiny.
Oh no! Villa.
I've got half of Arsenal.
Yeah.
Not the good half either.
Right, well I think I'm winning so far.
Oh yeah.
No, because I need to do some content with the others.
Oh my god, got shiny.
Half of Spurs. Oh my god!
You bitch.
I've got a shiny Kate McCabe. I think I'm winning. Right, anyway, that's the end of this episode. See you next week. Like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, babe, high five.
Adios, amigos!